Now, anybody that follows me knows that I am not one for these relationship podcasts. God knows I feel like Donald Trump needs to put the highest of tariffs on podcast equipment, but I do feel like there is a major void when it comes to practical dating advice, and I'm here to fill it. Want to talk about it? Here you go. As you can see, I'm down to the brand new studio, bringing y'all new content as I promised y'all I would. This shit got to get paid for somehow or another, okay? Nevertheless, y'all know how I feel about relationship podcasts, but I figured since everybody out there is interjecting their 2 cents, I might as well give y'all some advice that I'm unqualified to give. But just hear me out. So I live in Atlanta, and I hear this complaint in Atlanta and oftentimes in a lot of major cities where mostly women, but sometimes men, talk about the dating pool has pee in it. The dating pool has trash in it. I can't find nobody. Oh, the men in this city only like women that look like this. So on and so forth. And I am here to ask a question and answer it for you guys. But what if your dating issue is a geographic issue? What if what's keeping you from love is the simple fact that you refuse to go beyond the borders that you created in your mind geographically? I think a lot of the problem that a lot of people in big cities have is that there are so many qualified and eligible fish swimming in the same pond. But what would your dating prospects look like if you went and spent sometimes 2 hours away in a neighboring city? I am here to tell y'all, like I said, advice that I'm unqualified to give. I done been in a relationship for 2 years, and now I think I'm fit to give y'all advice. But I'm just going to give y'all my life experience and what it's taught me and what it's shown me in this dating situation. Your man might not be in Atlanta. Your man might not be in D.C. Your man might not be in Houston. Your woman might not be in Miami. Your woman might not be in New York City. He might be in the city that's an hour and a half or 2 hours in either direction of where you at. Follow me here. I'm going to use me for an example. I met my boyfriend in New Orleans, but he actually resides in Birmingham. And what I noticed when I would travel from Atlanta and travel to Birmingham to visit him is that the attention and the eyeballs that I got from other people. I was the new kid on the block. There was a level of intrigue associated with the fact that nobody had ever seen me in any of these spaces before. Not to mention just the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you smell. People can tell you are not from around here, and it makes them want to know more. It makes them want to approach you and say, hey, can I buy you a drink? Hey, can I take you out to dinner? For whatever it's worth, when you're in a big city, more times than not, you get lost in the shuffle. There's too much competition, or we're creatures of habit. We all like to hang out in the same genre of places. You've been seen before. Old news, you're not the new kid on the block. But I am telling you, if you go an hour away, 2 hours away to these next large cities, but not as large as the one you're in, you will find a whole separate base of eligible people. So what do I say the next largest city? I mean something like a Atlanta to Birmingham, right? I mean something like a DC versus a city that's an hour away in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the difference between LA and going to, whatever, Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Something of that nature. I'm telling y'all, that's where your man and that's where your woman is at. And I'm going to tell you something else that my life experience has taught me. People who are from these smaller Yet major cities, they have whole different value systems. I love small town people. I love country people. Their value systems are different. What they're pursuing in life is different. What brings them to chorus is different. And they tend to not be caught up in the glamour and the glitz of whatever the stereotype is about whatever major city you may live in. I am telling you, take y'all ass to the next neighboring city to find your man or your woman. That is where they're at. You are looking for them and they are looking for you. And the beautiful thing about when you go to the next small but relatively major city, I guess, the beautiful thing is you find that same pool of educated, working professionals, high earners. Again, I'm going to continue to use Atlanta to Birmingham as my example. Atlanta to Birmingham. Birmingham is definitely a dumping ground for when people graduate college, they go get great jobs. It is a great, smaller, major city in Alabama. It's one of the biggest cities in Alabama where people go for employment. There's doctors, lawyers, engineers, pilots. All those same major professions that you find in a major city, you will find them in that next small but major city that's like 2 hours away, without all of the competition, without all of the taintedness that comes along with big city living. So if you are somebody out there that's, on the prowl, I would encourage you and your girlfriends, you and your guy friends, you and your gay boyfriends, gay girlfriends, take a road trip. I have a cousin that lives in Huntsville, Alabama. 2.5, 3 hour drive from Atlanta. Same difference. If I happen to be on the market right now, I would just go visit my cousin in Huntsville and just be like, let's just go hang out. Take me to the nice restaurants. Take me to whatever is the equivalent of Houston's in Huntsville. She's taking me to, and it's Char. I love Char, by the way. Shouts out to my Huntsville people. But that's how y'all got to do it. And I know somebody on my Instagram comments was like, honey, Huntsville is what made Martell Holt. We ain't talking about Martell here. We talking about Yotel. Not Martell, but Yotel. And hopefully it ends up in a hotel so you can show and tell us later that you listened to my advice and found you somebody. But I'm telling y'all, your doctors, your lawyers, your engineers, your accountants, your principals, your government officials, these next major but small cities, that's where they're all sitting. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would do me a favor, like and subscribe to this video, but share with the Funky Bunch and everybody that's watching this video, what are the small hot pocket cities where you can find quality eligible people who are looking to date? I'm looking for things like Huntsville, Savannah, Birmingham, Montgomery, Jackson. Those are the types of answers that I'm looking for. So please drop down in the chat and let us know what are the next neighboring small but major cities where there are a lot of eligible people waiting to date. I hope this advice helps somebody. Bye.